Hello again, George Gentilis. And question I'd like to ask you today is, do you still feel the free-spirited child that you once were and you once had when you were a child? Do you have that spontaneity, playfulness, openness, obviously the adult version of it? Um, but do you have that freedom where you're fully expressive, fully creative, and fully open, not as reactive, fully present? Just as a child was, or just as you were at some point as a child. And very important to ask yourself that. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm an adult now, and I'm working, and got a family, or whatever, and partner and employer." And the child part of me that was back then, and it's gone now, and it's. But really, that really needs to stay alive, and you want to. Otherwise, it's very hard to feel fulfilled in your life. It's going to. Otherwise, your life becomes a chore, and I've got to provide, and I've got to do this, and I've got to save for this, and you lose that spontaneity that you had as a child, and you don't want to lose that. You really want to be able to keep it alive and free, and it's very valuable because it's the basis for what you've built your life on as an adult, that your nervous system is built on. And of course, there are traumas there in the past. And a lot of the work that I do as a somatic psychotherapist and radix body psychotherapist is very deep, and sensory motor work, very deep, which means it goes way back to your inner child feelings, especially the ones you blocked off because you didn't have parents or guardians or extended family or teachers or around you or siblings that were able to stop and be with you to actually help you resolve and heal whatever it was that was hurting you, especially if they're big traumas, right? With abuse and things. I certainly had a bucket full of load of that myself, which is why I came into this field myself to free all that, because I'd lost my inner child in the past. Got most of it back now. It does come back if you finally take the risk to open up and feel those feelings of that inner child, and work through them. Because the problem is that poor inner child within you, and this is a key point to remember, does not know that you, the adult, is actually there and available to support it. You've blocked it off so well that depending on the severity of the trauma and the lack of support you had at the time and resources to support yourself, you blocked it off, and you had to survive. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that inner child part of you is still operating on the programs mostly. You're probably chipping away at it as you grow up and get little insights and release things. Um, and as we say, you grow up in a way as an adult, but often you've blocked off part of it. And that poor inner child part of you in your nervous system, wherever it is in your body, thinks it's alone, has no idea that the adult part of you is there to support it. And if it did know and you did blend them together and connect with them, oh, it'd be a big relief. Be able to finish off the trauma because you've now got an adult body to support you, not just the child body that was vulnerable. You've got a full adult body because your brain's fully developed as an adult by about the age of 25, 26. You've got your full capacities there, and you can finally support that inner child to reintegrate into your system. And it's key to do that. And the somatic body-based mindfulness work is very important. And you can do a lot of it yourself. I have a wonderful app that does that. If you check it out, website if you want. And it just allows you to go in and blend the two. And I've got a great tracks there that cover all different aspects of how we block off and disown our parts, and especially that inner child part where you've lost your spontaneity, lost your um, ability to see the wonder in life, because this present moment is really wonderful if you really feel into it without going off and getting lost in past and future memories of how it should be and could have been and wasn't and must be and gotta be and all that stuff. That's all pushing and living through uh, all the mind stuff and the ego stuff. So you want to liven up that inner child, that spontaneous, free child, get it back. And of course, you'll have the adult version now. And then you bring that to the table, and wow, it's magic. Your health improves because that nervous system, that deeper part of your nervous system is freed up. And of course, so your adult thinking improves, your creativity improves, you think better outside the box, you're more playful, you're more spontaneous in the moment, and you just feel fulfilled again in your life. And you get in touch with the passions that you had as a child as well. Very important. But always remember that the inner child part of you doesn't know that your adult's there to support it. If not, highly recommend going in. And if you can't do it yourself, seeking a body-based therapist. And I love working with kids, especially now that my child's freed up a lot over the years. Great to play with because they're not as blocked off. They start off blocked off when they come in. Parents take them as far as they can, and that's great. And then you kind of often need someone else neutral who's open and can see what they need to bring them out and make them feel safe. And bring their full aliveness back again and feel energized again and get more of that life force flowing through you that the inner child part of you is blocked off. And also, if you're reacting to things in your life, when sometimes you'll notice someone will react and go into a childlike state or responses or voice, which was in pain or anger or fear or shock. Uh, that's the unfinished stuff. That's the other problem that occurs if you don't remove that block slowly and heal it and integrate it with your adult. It's going to stay there reacting because even though you've blocked it off, that part of you still seeing the environment. And if it sees anything, it reminds it of the original problem. Boom, it's going to react to try and protect you and defend you. And that child will very often override your intellect, override your adult. And you don't want that because then you look childish rather than a full, fulfilled, integrated adult with the full capabilities that you developed as a child and which you may have lost. You want to get them back. They are possible to get back. I recommend you work on that. It will improve your health as well. And check out my website, relaxedmind.com. A lot more information there. And like I said, a great little app there that can help you through, close your eyes over half hour or more and guide you through processes to do it yourself, the comfort of your own home. That's it for today. Enjoy and see you again.